in the business. I grew up on the oyster camp out in the bayou. We spent all my summers out there. When it came school time, we lived right there on the same street going to the dock in Port Sulphur. I did start working somewhat as a teenager, you know, as a deckhand. Well, back then we started captaining a boat till 86. I was 20 years old, and that worked well for us. Still bed oysters from the state ground.
Well, they call us billionaires after the BP settlement, and but they don't see the good things that we're doing. Now we needed that money to put the rocks back, to get our farms back in production. And if it wasn't for that, the state of Louisiana would be the last in the oyster production in the country. You know, other people make the big decisions: wildlife, fisheries, the state, CPRA.
How do you feel you could take back some of the control?
I just don't know. It just sometimes feel like our hands are tied. We can't force anything on nobody. So it's a lack of respect for people that's working the water, and for farmers, oyster farmers. All we want is a clean water, clean environment. Oyster fishermen, we're the first environmentalists. We cared about the water quality and the marshlands and the bayous before it was even cool to be an environmentalist. You know, you got this BP settlement, but they don't see the good things we're doing with that. I mean, we needed that to build our farm back. You know, it's not a sad thing that we're gonna be successful. It's hit and miss. You know, 1 year is a good catch, 1 year is so catch. 1 year, last year was hardly anything after that record flood. Just this last summer, I spent $120,000 in one summer. So I didn't do it the year before. I would say at least $600,000.
Well, you know, you can't be an oyster fisherman without oysters. so your whole existence was based on if you could get them going again, get that process rolling. And if it wasn't for the oyster farmers, Louisiana would be the bottom of the barrel as far as oyster producing states.